Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video we are going to see an example of if-else statement. Here what we are going to do is we are going to write a program that's going to find out whether a number is an Armstrong number or not. Okay, so it's going to get the input from the user. The user is going to enter a number and it's going to check that number, and if it's an Armstrong number it's going to print it out. This is an Armstrong number, and if it's not, it's going to say it's not an Armstrong number. Okay, now let's go ahead and create that program. First I'm going to introduce some integer type of variables. Let's call integer and let's name it as n and tsr. Okay, it's loading. I'm using an internet compiler, online compiler, that's why sometimes this happens. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. nts, and the next thing is r, sorry, and then we are going to get an input from the user. The input is going to be a number, so we have to give a prompt to the user. In this prompt the prompt is going to ask enter a number. Okay, we put enter a number, enter the number. Okay, so now we have given the prompt to the user. The user is going to input a number. To get the input from the user, we have to put a scanf statement. Since this is an integer type of variable, we put a %d for that, and also whatever the value the user entered, it's going to store somewhere. So we can use any variable. Here I'm going to use n, %n, and it's going to store it right there. Now the next thing is I'm going to equate t is equal to n, and then s is equal to 0. Okay, now I'm going to use a while loop to do that. So while n is greater than 0, while n is greater than 0, like if you wonder what is Armstrong number, I put the definition of the Armstrong number, so you know what I'm doing right now. Like if you don't know and if I explain, it's going to make it more complicated. So I put the definition and explanation of these equations. Okay, r is equal to n reminder 10, and then here s is equal to s plus r cube. So we have to put r, we have to multiply r 3 times, and the next thing is we have to divide n by 10. N is equal to n by 10. Okay, now these are the things, like these are equations to find like whether we are getting t is equal to s. So after we do the operation, we have to get this t, actually t is equal to s. If we get t is equal to s, it's an Armstrong number. If it's not, it's not an Armstrong number. Now you just have to know the operation for the Armstrong numbers. This is the operation, and if you read the definition, you will understand these things. Okay, now I'm going to create a printf statement. In this printf statement, like okay, I have to give if-else statement, because if t is equal to s, then we have to print out it's an Armstrong number. If it's not, we have to say it's not an Armstrong number. So if t is equal to s, we have to give a printf statement. In this printf statement, we are going to say it's an Armstrong number. Okay, the given number, %d is an Armstrong number, and the number should be t. Okay, so this is if statement. Now I'm going to create an else statement. If the t is not equal to s, it means this is not an Armstrong number. So we have to give another printout statement for that. I'm just going to copy this one and paste it right here, and just change this one into not, like just put a not right here. Is not an Armstrong number. Now let's go ahead and run this one. Something wrong. Let's see what is that. Scan. Okay, there's this one. So I mean curly bracket is missing. Let's see where is that. Okay, after a while we have this one. We close this one, and if statement starting with this, closed it right here, and else statement starting, close it right here. Let me double check everything. Else if, okay, I forgot to put a semicolon, that's the problem. Okay, let's go ahead and run this one. Okay, enter a number. This one, the slash should be other side. Okay, now let's run this one. Enter a number, and 153 is an Armstrong number, so it should print out. When I type 153, it should print out the given number 153 is an Armstrong number. Now let's see what happened. 151 is not an Armstrong number, so let's try that one. 151, so the given number 151 is not an Armstrong number. And that's how we do this kind of programming in C programming. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you're trying to learn C or C++ programming, there are a bunch of videos in my playlist. I hope you guys watch that too. And also there are a bunch of codes like this in my blogger. I put the link of my blogger in the description, so you can go ahead and try them. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.